So moving on to the next question, which is asked from the subject transducers in test series 6 for IN. So it is for 2 marks. It is from the topic resistive transducers. So we'll go through the question. So this is my question. So here a strain gauge is employed in a Wheatstone bridge. You can see it here. One arm of the Wheatstone bridge is a strain gauge which is having resistance R. Is connected in a Wheatstone bridge as shown in the below figure. So you have a 30 volts DC as the supply to the bridge, and you have a capacitor at the output. So it is used to block any ripples or high frequency signals as well as DC signals. So you have a output which is taken from the capacitor. So here the gauge factor is given as of the strain gauge is given as 1.2, and the voltage V0 we are asked to find out when a strain of 2 plus 5 sin t into 10 to the power minus 3 is applied at time t equal to 2 seconds. So what is the output of the bridge when a strain of this quantity is applied with the gauge factor of 1.2 is for the strain gauge, and we have a 30 volts DC to energize the bridge. So we know that this is only in this bridge we have only one arm is having a strain gauge is employed, so it is called as quarter bridge. So here you have only in one arm or 1/4 bridge. So these are all the terminology which is used to represent the below given circuit. So here in only one arm we have the strain gauge. If we have two arms, if we have the strain gauge, then it is called as half bridge, and when we have in all the 4 arms we have called it as complete bridge. So it's a quarter bridge. So the output voltage of a quarter bridge is derived as gauge factor multiplied by the strain applied into the supply voltage, which is 30 volts here, divided by 4, because it's a quarter bridge, divided by 4. If it is a half bridge, it is divided by 2. So V output is equal to gauge factor is 1.2, which is substituted from the given question, into the strain is applied, and the supply voltage is 30 divided by 4. We get it as 18 plus 45 sin 2t into 10 to the power minus 3 volts. So we know that capacitor blocks the DC voltage, so we get only the AC quantity. So which is the AC quantity is here is this quantity. So it is 45 sin 2t into 10 to the power minus 3 volts, or millivolts, 45 sin 2t millivolts. That is what is written here. So we are asked to find what is the strain at what is output at t equal to 2 seconds. So I substitute t as 2 seconds and simplify. I get the output as 3.133 millivolts. So the question is in terms of millivolts. That is very important, the units. So it will be 3.133 millivolts.